Hello YouTubers, this is my new treat for myself. It's my new welder. It's an arc welder and a TIG welder. I can't weld to save my life. I'm going to have to teach myself. I would like to do a course, but due to the fact that I'm always away, long distance lorry driving, it's difficult to do a course. I know Oswestry College do a course. It's about a 10-week course. It's only about £100 odd, and you can do 2 hours in the evening. I think it's a Thursday evening or a Tuesday evening. But because I'm always away, I can't do it. I'd love to be there. What I might try and do is get myself on like a 1-week course and take a week's holiday or something and do a course that way. But I've bought a book, and I'm looking at YouTube channels and trying to teach myself how to weld basically. And I bought this one. It's an SIP. I'll say it's got the arc welder and the TIG. It's the P178. It's not one of the cheaper ones. It's a good one. I've bought myself a half decent one. I've got to admit I don't understand half the functions on it, which is why I'd like to do a course. But I'm looking for courses and everything, see if I can do something. But basically, this is what's come with it. I have done a little bit of arc welding. When I was 17, I was in agricultural college and I did a bit of agriculture, with an arc welder. I've never done TIG welding in my life, but I know a very, very small amount. It was about 20 odd years ago now. I'm 37 now, so I did it when I was 17, so we're talking 20 years ago now, and I haven't done any welding since. But I could do with some. I've got a bit of welding that needs doing on my tractor. Body work, and I know TIG is good for the body work, so I've got a TIG and an arc. I'll see how I get on with that. I've never done TIG in my life. I've done arc and I've done a tiny bit of MIG, but I bought an arc because it's simple. You only stick a rod in and that's it. Away you go. With MIG, you've got the cable which has got to be fed through, and there's more to go wrong with it. So although MIG is easier to actually weld with when it works, arc's simpler. There's less to go wrong with the machinery, which was my thing. But I've got my earth, which is plugged in. I've plugged all that in. It's quite simple and easy to do, and that's for my wad. Unfortunately, I haven't got any welding rods, so I can't do any welding today. Also, it came with no plug. I'll come up here. I have no plug, so I can't even switch it on. I have just bought myself, I don't know a lot about it. I'm trying to look into it, but it looks a bit heavy duty wiring for a normal plug. Where have I put it? So I've got myself this type to go on. It's 240 volts, so it should do the job. If I'm wrong, leave lots of comments. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm going to look into it before I actually plug it in. When I can't weld today, no rods, so I'm not going to do anything with it today anyway. I'm just showing you what I've basically got. Also, I haven't got any welding gloves. I have ordered some, but they've not come as yet. But as well with this little equipment, say I've got my TIG welding here. It's my lid. I've not wired this one in because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing with it as yet. I know I need gas for that as well. I've got a few little things in here. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing with them. I shall learn. But that's what came with the welder. I have bought myself a little. I remember using these to get all the slag off. So I've also bought myself an SIP from the same place. Bought myself a half decent one. I remember when I did it, you couldn't see anything when you put the helmet on. With that, you can actually see through it, and it automatically tints as soon as you strike the arc or you start welding. I don't know if you can see terribly well. I will put the camera to the thing so you can actually see through the filter. I don't know how well this is going to turn up, but you can actually see something, whereas the old helmets you couldn't see anything. It was completely pitch black until you stroked the arc and you could see. But that's me helmet, and I've also got a TIG setting on that as well in there, so it's fully adjustable for different brightnesses and different settings and sensitivity. Again, I'm not too sure what I'm doing with it, but I'll figure that out. Again, more YouTube videos for me. So I've got a book on welding as well, which I'm going to look at. Also, where I work as a lorry driver, there was a workshop and there was a chap in there that does a bit of welding. I very rarely see him because we like ships that pass in the night, but next time I do see him I might grab hold of him say, oi, show me what I'm doing. The duty cycle on this I'm a bit confused on. If you know anything about these, let me know. It's 60% duty cycle, which I know means I can work, it works out of 10 minutes, so I can do 6 minutes of welding and then 4 minutes to cool down, which is quite a tidy duty cycle. However, I think that's on the most commonly used settings. If you have an extremely high setting, then it won't be. On the lowest setting, it'll probably near 100% duty cycle on the lower amps, but on the most commonly used settings, it will be around about 60%. But I don't know what the duty cycle is on the higher settings or the lower settings. I mean, usually it's around about 100%. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to look that up. I would have thought it would have said in the instruction book, manual of it. I've been looking in there and I can't find it in there. There is something on the duty cycle at the bottom, but I don't understand that. So I'm going to have to look that up on the internet as well, or ask someone. When I go and get me rods, then I might ask. I'm going to have to find a local welding shop. I might ask in there as well. I'm just getting as much information as I can at the moment. I'm not actually going to do any welding on my tractor as yet. What I've got round the back is a few bits of scrap metal, and I'm going to practice welding them together first and see how I get on with that before I try anything serious. I've got a few old pipes and stuff which I'll cut up and weld back together and see if I have any success. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got any useful advice, please feel free to leave it. If you're a professional welder or you know about welding and you know about these units, obviously if you fancy a chat, then let me know. Thanks very much for watching, and I shall post another video soon. Bye bye.